This is the bass player of the year, and I think bass players might be the most under-recognized members of blues bands of all times. But there are just a few exceptions, like people like you know, Willie Dixon, Jack Bruce, and he's back touring. And why this lack of recognition? Maybe it's because the blues requires a good player to act as the glue for a song with no seams showing. In other words, stay out of the way. Maybe it's true, maybe it's because the good ones make it look so damn easy. So, to these important players, I salute you, the bass players. And the nominees for Bass Player of the Year are Duffy, Alec Fraser.
Yeah, that's my choice.
PICOT, Stephen Barry, and Tom EASLEY. And the bass player of the year is Alec Fraser.
Thank you very much. This is a really important award for me. Playing bass, a lot of times you're kind of in the background, you know. It's almost like you have to make YouTube videos and do silly things to actually get people to notice you. But anyway, if I had to thank anybody, apart from all of you, and the Toronto Blues Society, would be a lot of the leaders who've hired me over the years, because without them I wouldn't be working. And there's so many of them. I'm going to try and hit on some of the guys. Danny Brooks was the first to hire me when I was 15 years old, and I spent a lot of time on the road with him. And then he pretty much sold me to David Allcock. And David was a great experience with David. Danny Marks taught me how to entertain people, and it was great playing with him. And it was Morgan Davis, Rick Fines, Jack the Kaiser, just so many great guys, and a real special friend, especially with Jeff Healey, who, yes. Jeff took me all over the world, places I've never been to before. Nottingham was one of them. And anyway, I'd like to thank everyone. So thank you, everyone.
When I was looking at the list of guitarists of the
Tribute to Percy Mayfield by Amos Garrett, produced by Amos Garrett and Dave Allcock for Stony Point Records. Also, Mess of Blues by Jeff Healey, produced by Jeff Healey and Alec Fraser, also on Stony Point. Ramblin's Son by Julian Fauth, produced by Andrew Galloway, Alec Fraser, and Julian Fauth, available on Electropop Records. Going by Feel by Ray Bonneville, produced by Ron, Heaney, Gurf, Morlix, and Ray Bonneville on Levasseur Records. And last but certainly not least, Low Fidelity by Treasa, Levasseur, Produced by David, Gavan, Baxter, and Treasa Levasseur on Slim Chicken Records. And here we go. The winner of the Maple Blues Award for Recording of the Year goes to Mess of Blues, Jeff Healey.
Well, thank you very much. I know that Dave Murphy pretty much covered everything. All the things I wanted to say. But if I can talk about the record for a second, this was one of the most important records that I've ever made. It's not often that you're working with someone who's going through chemotherapy and digging so deep on the sessions and live that you know that when you're talking to them before they're actually doing the recording, they're not, you know, they're pretty under the weather, but when they hit the stage, they explode and they dig right down and they, you know, this is who Jeff was. He found that. What was very important to him, he found it, and, you know, he gave his all right to the end. I'm not letting people know that about Marco's video that we watched, but actually the footage was from before the recording. The recording was actually done live at Healey's, and Marco, he did a great job of putting the whole footage of Jeff in, and I just want to salute him for that, because I think that was one of the most moving pieces I've ever seen. And so, I love Jeff. I did so much. I need to thank the band, because the band was one of those things where I've been on him to make this blues record for quite a number of years, and he wasn't ready because he was pretty much involved in his jazz records, which I ended up recording a lot of, and I understood it. But he wanted to wait till the band was ready, and it wasn't until he got the right combination of players together. And they definitely need to be recognized here, because this was the motivation behind him making this record. We did a session with Walter Trout, and we recorded one song, and after he heard the results, he said, "Hey, I think I'm ready to do this now." And so I have to say that Dave Murphy on keyboards, Dan Nordermeer on guitar, Al Webster on drums, myself playing bass. I'm going to thank myself here, if that's okay. And our crew too, which was Debbie Murphy, who was back there behind board there, the road managers for us, and Bungie Kovacs, who was our stage tech. That was the band and the crew and the friends that traveled all over the world and had a great time, which is what brought around this great record. So, thank you very much, everybody. And I know, Jeff, you do the same. Thanks.